The Last City on Mars. In the year 2412, Earth was no longer safe. The skies were full of smoke, the oceans had turned black, the trees were gone, cities were broken. People had no clean air, no water, no hope. So they left. The smartest people built large ships and sent them to Mars, the red planet. They carried plants, food, air machines, and people. They built one city under a glass dome and called it New Terra. It was the last human city. Only 20,000 people lived there. The rest of humankind was gone. New Terra had walls, rules, and secrets. Most people stayed inside and never asked questions. They believed safety was more important than freedom. But one boy was different. His name was Leo. He was 16 years old and lived in Sector 7 with his older sister, Mira. Mira worked as a space engineer, fixing solar panels and water lines. Leo was not strong. He was not a soldier. He was quiet, skinny, and smart. He likes machines, books, stars, and asking hard questions. Why don't we explore outside the city? He often asks. Are we really the only ones on Mars? Why did Earth die? People told him to stop asking. Just follow the rules, they said. Don't go beyond the dome. Stay safe. But Leo didn't want to stay safe. He wanted to know the truth. One cold night, Leo stood by his window. He liked to look at the stars, but that night, something was different. He saw a bright white light far outside the dome. It moved across the red sand, slowly, like it was searching for something. It wasn't a drone, it wasn't a ship, it wasn't lightning. It was something else. Leo ran to Mira. I saw something outside, he said. A light, moving. Mira looked tired. She shook her head. You imagined it. Go to sleep. But Leo knew what he saw, and he wasn't going to forget it. The next day, Leo visited the data center, a place only workers could enter. He used Mira's spare ID card and slept inside when no one was watching. The room was full of screens, wires, and locked drawers. Leo found an old computer and opened a hidden folder. It was called Project Origin. He clicked on the file. There were maps of Mars with red circles and warning signs. Some areas were marked Danger, Don't Enter, but a few were marked Unknown Life Detected. Leo's heart jumped. Life on Mars? He read more. He found notes about a place called Sector 0, also known as the Dust Zone. It was far away from New Terra and completely off limits, but something inside him said, Go. That night, Leo packed a bag. He brought food, water, a Mars suit, and his small robot helper, Kip. Kip was round, silver, and about the size of a football. It could scan the air, store data, and record video. They left through an old tunnel under the city. It was cold, dry, and silent outside. The stars looked bigger here. The sand glowed red under the moon. For hours, Leo and Kip walked across the desert. Finally, they saw something in the distance. A tall building, broken in half, with its roof collapsed. It was the old base from Project Origin. Inside the broken building, there was dust, silence, and a strange hum. Leo stepped carefully. He saw a dark room with one working screen and an old robot sitting in a chair. The robot turned its head. "Name?" it asked. "Leo," he said. "Who are you?" "I am R9, created for Project Origin," it replied. Leo sat down. "What happened here?" R9 paused. This base was the first human home on Mars. Many years ago, before New Terra, we came here to study Mars, to explore, to learn. But why did everyone leave? Leo asks. R9's eyes glowed blue. They found something beneath the surface. Not a human, not machine, something ancient, something alive. "What did they find?" Leo whispered. "We called them the Lomari," R9 said. "They live under the ground, in tunnels and caves. They are not dangerous. They are intelligent. They shine with energy." "Aliens?" Leo asks. "Not like in stories. They don't use ships. They don't speak with mouths. They think in light." Leo leaned forward. "Did we talk to them?" R9 nodded. "For a short time. But the leaders of Earth were afraid. They shut down the projects and erased the files. They told the public Mars was empty." "But why?" Leo asks. "Because humans fear what they don't understand." Leo returned to New Terra with the information. He showed Mira the video and the files. At first, she didn't believe him. Then she saw the Lemery glowing in the data logs. She heard the truth from R9. She sat down slowly. "I work in security. I know how to access the command room," she said. "If we show this to the council, they must listen." "But what if they don't?" Leo asks. "Then we show everyone." The next morning, Leo and Mira entered the city's control tower. They played the video of the Lemery. They showed the live data from Kep. They read reports from R9. The council looked angry. "You broke the law," one said. "You lived the doom," another said. Leo stood tall. "I didn't break the law. I broke the silence. The Lumeri are alive. They are kind, and they have knowledge that could save us." "They could be dangerous," one leader shouted. "They are not," Mira said. "You are just afraid." The oldest council member, an old woman named Nara, stepped forward. She looked at Leo. "You saw them?" "Yes." "Did they speak?" "Not with words. With light. With feeling." Nara looked at the others. "I remember Project Origin," she said. "I was there as a child. I saw the Lemery too. We shouldn't have forgotten." She turned to Leo. "Let the boy go back. Let him speak to them again." Leo, Mira, and a team of scientists left the city again. They returned to Sector 0 with machines, cameras, and hope. At sunset, the ground opened. Soft blue light rose from the sand. The Lumeri appeared, floating shapes of light, soft and warm. Everyone was silent. Then the Lumeri spoke, not with mouths, but with feeling. "You remember?" Leo stepped forward. "We are ready now. We want to learn." The Lumeri glowed brighter. "Then we will teach." The Lumeri taught humans how to grow food without soil, how to make clean water from thin air, how to build homes that breathe and move with the planet. In return, humans shared songs, books, and laughter. New Terra changed. People left the glass dome, They built small cities across the plains. Children played in open fields under pink skies. Leo became a leader, not by power, but by truth. He often returned to Sector 7, sometimes alone, sometimes with others, sometimes just to listen. Years passed, the Earth was gone, but life on Mars had begun to bloom, and in every school, every home, people told the story of a boy named Leo, who followed a strange light, who found ancient life, and who believed that truth was stronger than fear. They called him the first listener. And when the sun set over the red mountains and the stars appeared one by one, people looked up and smiled, because even on a cold planet of dust, hope found a home.